All right, so we're going to do some lathe math. First step is we're going to measure the outside diameter of your existing handle. I always put my finger underneath right there, open it wide enough, and then I press up on my index finger right there, and then twist this top twisty thing until it clicks, and then I twist this just a little bit until it holds. So it should be able to hold without tightening it too hard. After I do that, I pull it off, and then I read it. Okay, so that's what mine reads. Yours might read something different, so don't necessarily go off my numbers. You'll have to go off your numbers. All right, so I see that there is 875 plus 14. So that's 889. So we're going to go to the board. So my start size is 889. All right. I'm just going to leave off the decimal point because it's easier for me to think in whole numbers. So my finish size, there's a tolerance to these decimal measurements. If you're within plus or minus 5/1000ths of an inch, all right, so you can be plus or minus 5/1000ths of an inch. Then when you build it, then you're within tolerance, all right? It's okay, it's approved. So I always tell people to go to the high side of the tolerance, all right? So our first step is 700, so I say, well, let's have our finish size be 705, all right? So this is what I call lathe math. We're going to calculate how much to turn your cross feed, okay? So we'll subtract these two, 889 minus 705, 481, 184. But that's a radial measurement, all right? Or that's a diameter. So if you think about the diameter, it goes all the way across there, but our cross feed reads in radial measurements. So the relationship between a diameter and a radius is half the diameter. So you have to divide whatever number you get here by 2. All right, 184 divided by 2 is 92. And that's a radial measurement. So you're going to go in 92 hundredths of an inch, and that's what you're going to twist your cross feed. All right? So that's how you do your lathe math. Let's go do it on the lathe. All right, so I've already zeroed my collar. And so I'm going to twist it all the way to 92. All right. Got it on D. My tumbler's on D, which is a slower rate. And let's see. My breaker has to be on. Tension handle down. I'll turn this on. However, I'm not going to go all the way to the tape line. I'm going to cut just a little bit. Just enough to get a micrometer on. So about that far. All right. I'm going to pull this back out. Micrometer's over here. And then I'm going to check it. So when you cut it, you want to verify that you've got the right measurement. So what I say is I click it, and then I stick it, and then I read it. So I have measured 713 thousandths, all right? So am I within tolerance? No, I have to be within 5 thousandths of an inch. So I have to be at least 705, or I have to be above 695. So I have to do my lathe math again. So 713. So my start size is 713. Finish size is 705. All right, 13 minus 5 is 8. So I have to go 8 more. So I'm going to zero the collar again. Hold the handle still, zero the collar, and then I'm going to turn it to 8.
Don't you just go 4 more?
Oh yeah, I forgot to divide by 2. Thanks, Matt. So I'm only going to go 4 more. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
yeah. Don't forget to divide by 2. It happens a lot. But because I would have stopped and checked it before I went all the way, I would have caught that mistake. So I'm actually glad I did that. Ready? Set. All right, let's check it again. Click it, stick it, should hold itself, read it. All right. So I am at 675 plus 20, which is 695. Am I within tolerance? Barely. It's probably because I twisted this all the way to 8 and then twisted it back. But we're gonna go with that. If you're within tolerance, then you can cut it all the way to the tape line. All right, ready, set, stop. Okay, now make sure you don't touch the collar here. I'm going to actually pull back a little bit on the handle like this so it doesn't scratch the surface. I'll pull it back. And then we'll lay out our next step, okay?